I think the best way to do this is just focus on the top five. Just focus on the five really cool things that were announced today, because we could spend a ton of time talking about how this show disappointed. It's not what E3 used to be. Where were the big reveals? Keighley let us down. There wasn't one more thing. What's going on? Instead, five games that I think we can all really look forward to. Starting off with LEGO Horizon Adventures. Why does this look so good? I think everyone expected Sony to just do Horizon, but in LEGO form, like one-to-one. Instead, it's just Lego. It's Lego charm with Horizon as the window dressing, and I kind of love it. I think games where Lego gets to be goofy, games like Lego City Undercover and the Skywalker Saga are really, really fun, and it looks like Guerrilla Games and Herman Hulst allowed them to just be goofy with this. The fact that it's coming to Switch and PS5 is also mind-blowing, and probably the craziest announcement we've heard this far this year. Getting one of Sony's major first-party franchises on Switch is really satisfying to me as a Nintendo fan, and really bizarre for where things are going. You got Microsoft arguing about how many of their franchise and IP should go multi-platform. Sony's just bringing Horizon to Switch. I think this one's going to be fun. It's one of the more anticipated games now, since the fall seems so barren. We'll talk about that in a future video. But I like LEGO Horizons, and it's definitely one of my top five from today. I think it looks fun. I'll play it solo and hopefully get a kick out of it, and hopefully it runs well on my Switch. Next up, we've got Cuffbust, which is a game from the person who made Choo Choo Charlie, something that really doesn't speak to me, and so I didn't think that I'd be interested at all at the next title from 2-Star Games. But Cuffbust looks really good. Yes, I'm an old man, so these titles typically don't grab me, but man, does this look fun. Like, escaping in this way, with the way the physics work, the way the characters look, the overall charm and humor, and then the gameplay, it looks like a good time, and one of those rare, like, cultural phenomenon, major viral Steam titles that I actually could get into and enjoy. I think the art style is a big part of it, and then I think the gameplay looks fast, simplistic, but also very cool. Like busting through walls with spoons, blowing up toilets, and crawling through vents. It just seems like it's got a really good head on its shoulders. And then I love the way that the aliens are the jailians, because they're in jail. Just smart, and it's not super horrific. Doesn't really seem like anything like Choo Choo Charlie, so I'm down for this one. It doesn't have a release date as of yet. It says 2025 maybe. Apparently the lobbies are going to be 20 players. I'm not sure if you'll be able at any point to play the other side, but it's considered an escape room game. Like, that's the genre they're describing it as, which freaking sweet. I love escape rooms. I'm a huge escape room nerd. I try to go to as many cool ones as I can when I'm traveling. When I used to travel, I guess, but I really like escape rooms, and so if you can merge that with some fun multiplayer. I mean, me and my brothers are always looking for something to play, and we're kind of done with the traditional, like, oh, let's play NBA 2K, oh, let's play, I don't know, we just play more smaller stuff. Like, we'll play Deep Rock Galactic, we'll play Speedrunners. I think Cuffbuzz could be something that we get into, and that's very exciting for me. Now, just to let you know, I'm not covering games that were already announced. There were plenty that got new trailers that look great. I think that Metaphor Refantasio is going to be awesome. I think Star Wars Outlaws is actually going to blow people away and be phenomenal for Ubisoft. But Night Springs is new and here and out tomorrow. Heck freaking yes. I think I'm going to play this on the channel. If you enjoy that, let me know in the comments down below. But Alan Wake 2 gets a triple pack of DLC featuring 3 characters from the Remedyverse, including the lovely waitress at the diner who's crazy and obsessive. We've got the wonderful main character from Control. I'm blanking on her name. I'm so sorry. I played that game a long while ago. And we've got Mr. Quantum Break guy, who also is in Alan Wake 2. I think this is going to be amazing. Remedy does crazy stuff, and they're saying that they went extra out of their way to be quirky, weird, and odd in this DLC. Like, sign me the heck up. Download that thing immediately. Alan Wake 2 is also getting a physical version, which is great for the continued success of the game and the future of Remedy. That's not coming out till later this fall, but the DLC is dropping tomorrow, which that's the closest we got to like a shadow drop, and so darn cool that Remedy is just on the ball. I think Alan Wake 2 is my favorite game of 2023. A phenomenal title, and shows what single-player video games can still be in the modern era with amazing technology and amazing creative developers. I thought that was just, it's a brilliant game, so I'm ready to have more brilliance. And Alan Wake, like, that's probably the best announcement for me of the whole thing, because I didn't think it'd be that close. I knew it was getting DLC, but there was no part of me that thought I'd be playing it tomorrow at all. Gotta give a shout out to Cairn. Climbing games just appeal to me. They're interesting. I think they look really, really fun. Jusant, Cairn. There's another one that's like Little Climbers. I played it on Switch. What was that game called? Surmount. Climbing looks great, but this one looks tougher. And I think that's what I'm hoping for out of Cairn, like a really tough climbing game. Climbing is something that, is as simple as pressing up in a Tomb Raider or Uncharted, is a little bit more difficult than something like Jusant, but seems to be reaching its peak in Cairn. I think the game looks visually very beautiful and seems like a little bit of a mix between like Bennett Folly and Jusant, which to me is a great mix. I don't have a ton to say about Cairn. I don't know. It's by the Game Bakers. It's coming out in 2025, so it's still a ways away. And they made Fury, which I enjoyed. That's a game you can play, obviously, right now. It looks good. It's a brand new announcement. I was really all about it. And I also think that Project Dosa looks so sick. Okay, this is a very small title that got a very small trailer. You're basically piloting this mech and using it to deliver food, but also fighting off corpos in turn-based combat. It's by Outer Loop Games. It's not coming out for a long time. IGN has it listed as 2025. These are the people that made Falcon Age. Or sorry, they have it listed as 2026. Holy crap. Outer Loop Games made Falcon Age in 2019, Thirsty Suitors in 2023. So yeah, I guess it would make sense that their next project is another few years away. That would be a game like every 3 or 4 years. But it looks super cool. I just love the style of the charm. I love the mech. I love building it to help you tackle not only like food-based recipes and cooking, but also combat, but also like a very deep story, because we know that they at Outer Loop, with Falcon Age and Thirsty Suitors, are very narrative driven as well, but with quirky gameplay ideas. Like, I thought that looked super cool. And again, of the new announcements, of which there weren't a lot and nothing very AAA besides Lego Horizon, those are the 5 that really stood out to me. Now I'll give you a few little extra side dishes here of things that were already announced that I thought looked even better now, getting a deeper look or getting more of a look, and that would be Star Wars Outlaws. I think looks sick. I think that game is really going to be a big difference maker for Ubisoft. I think, Assassin's Creed Shadows is the AC that everyone wants, and so I think that obviously helps. But I think going to make a game with an IP that isn't just another open world with tons of little icons on the map and can deliver a truly awesome narrative and continue this renaissance of Star Wars games being super good with the Jedi series. Even freaking Star Wars Hunters is fun. If Outlaws can be great, I think it can be the beginning of a new era for Ubisoft. And then if AC Shadows delivers, they're going to be maybe the publisher of the year in a very slowed down year. I also liked Batman Arkham Shadow. The Rat King is a cool villain. I don't like VR, but if this is our opportunity to get a new Batman game, I got to check it out. The Batman Arkham franchise is one of my favorites to ever exist in gaming, so I will give Arkham Shadow a chance. It's obviously not made by Rocksteady, it's made by Camouflage, but it's going to be on Quest 3. It's coming out later this year. I will try to find a way to play this. I hope it gets good reviews. I hope it's not just like a weird VR nonsense thing. Camouflage has done Iron Man VR and Republic. They don't have a huge track record, but I hope that they're able to do something really cool with Batman Arkham. It deserves it. It needs it, and I will be mega disappointed if they just kind of trash the Batman Arkham name. It's already being relegated to a VR title, which doesn't feel great. But I have hope that they can find a way to make something magical out of it. I also think Black Myth Wukong looks super fun. I'm looking forward to that. That's another game that's actually coming out in August alongside Star Wars Outlaws. It's out August 20th. I really, I don't know. It's inspired by the myth of the Monkey King. He seems like a really cool character. It's got those Souls vibes. Obviously, everybody is all in on Elden Ring DLC. But as someone that didn't beat Elden Ring, I don't think the DLC is probably for me. Right? Like, do you have to beat the game? I don't even know. Haven't been following it very much. But Black Myth Wukong does look pretty sick. I think Metaphor Refantasio also looks sick, but I'm already buying that game, so I didn't really need a deeper look. This title, Once Human, also looked very cool. It's out July 9th. It's by NetEase, which has me a little scared. But it's a survival game. It's a PC game. It's online versus multiplayer. So, yeah, that's probably not going to be my cup of tea, even if I would want it to be. And after that, I thought there was kind of a lot of not super great stuff. Wonder Stop, I'll give one more shout out to. I said I'd pick 5 and I'm up to like 9, so I better get out of here. But Wonder Stop is the next game from the people who made the Stanley Parable. Great game. This one is a cozy tea simulator, but there's got to be a dark side. She keeps talking about wanting to fight, and then she's kind of going crazy at the end. I'm assuming, based on the history of the developers and Annapurna, that it takes a weird twist and goes crazy, which I'm all here for. But what did you enjoy from Summer Game Fest? Tell me a game that you thought was really cool and that you want to check out and that you're looking forward to playing. All in all, I think this show is like a C-, which sounds real bad, but I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on the things that were good, and there's 5 for you to get jonesed about. In the meantime, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Love y'all lots. Drink some hot chocolate, and until next time, we will see you all later.